be a man of courage and perseverance. Who would imagine that this young farm boy would be a great man who kept going when the going gets tough, who did not give up the fight when others say it can't be done. His devotion to accomplish his desires came from his passion, not from his position. He showed what wonders could be accomplished by unyielding determination. A man seasoned with the smell of the soil in his youthful years made himself qualified for great things. The farm that some could call a home was more than that. It was the home of his heart, where he was engaged at almost every step. Mr. Junicio Alonzo Salvador Sr. was born into a poor family who didn't have enough of this world's good to assure their needs and wants. And early in his life, he had experienced difficult times where he had to work in every possible way. He gave his best efforts in every work he did. Would you believe that he was once called as a cochero, panadero, and even a carpenter? With his humble heart, he succeeded in his studies. He also persevered until he was able to attain a degree in architecture at Far Eastern University. And you know what? That is the same school where Miss Carmen de los Santos Caday, the apple of his eye, finished her bachelor's degree in nursing. She would have perhaps the greatest influence in Mr. Salvador's life. No other love can warm my heart now that I know the comfort of your arms. No other love. She and Mr. Salvador chose each other as husband and wife, and that was their theme song. In 1963, the couple's earnest efforts were made to establish and secure the funds needed for their first business endeavor, a sand and gravel store and construction firm along Aurora Boulevard. These business opportunities blessed them with another business enterprise, the Caltex gasoline station at the corner of General Ordonez Street. And no wonder that the foundation they laid was firm enough to have a home in Marikina. One of the central beliefs that Mr. Salvador had realized was that God would show him other opportunities, that even beyond his dreams, that no, this heart and hand can stop to make them happen. He found love for good things, and he was not undeservedly influenced by the fears and worries to do less than one can. We are firmly impressed with the thought and the belief that Mr. Salvador had the heart to lay the foundations of Our Lady of Perpetual School, now known as Our Lady of Perpetual Soccer College. He also pursued his construction business in San Mateo into an exclusive subdivision called Olive'sville. Far more fulfilling was the idea of the God's Love Farm. It is not only a well-known resort, but a remarkable farm where his heart once had a wonderful farm life experience. He worked with a purpose until the promises to himself became a reality. Knowing him was definitely one of the most worth mentioning school assignments one has ever completed. It was like a remarkable thing that one can know forever. Unexpectedly, his lively years were cut short by a fatal tear in his aorta, the biggest blood vessel directly connected to his heart. But beyond doubt, he left a name that will never die. He sealed his works and his accounts with life's blood. He lived great and died great. And even if he had passed away from this life, by the record which he had made, he gave us a strong desire to live and labor. Yes, he might have experienced difficulties in his early years, but you know what? They became blessings to his life and his family. And he even learned to love them. The way he reacted to the challenges in life was the main reason to how joyful and successful his life has been. It is not by his position that greatly influenced us, but by his passion. He fought a good fight, he finished his course, he had kept faith. That is how Mr. Junicio Alonso Salvador Sr. put his heart in truth, that to him, to live is Christ, and to die is gain.